Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I just want to make a little video sharing my ThinkOrSwim scan settings. Um, I know a lot of people struggle with finding a scanner when they first start trading. I know a lot of people don't have the money to fork up, a couple grand for scanners like Trade Ideas or Equity Feed, Stocks to Trade, those kind of things. And you really don't need a crazy scanner like that, honestly. You could use ThinkOrSwim for free, um, and it works just as well, honestly. The only things you can't use that a lot of other people use in their scans, parameter-wise, is dollar volume. ThinkOrSwim doesn't have that, and float. But there's ways to kind of finesse your way around that to get the same tickers that you would get on those different scanning softwares. I always find the same tickers using my scans. So there's definitely ways to get around using those paid services. I just want to clarify to start off. It says partially delayed up here. It's not delayed for equity, so that's real time. Don't worry about that. Um, so yeah, gonna take you through my parameters here. Um, Basically, we're gonna go to, I have basically three scanners I use. There's a bunch more here, but I really don't use the reversal scanners anymore. I've come to figure that the three scans that I do use are really all I need. So first we got pre-market scanner. Um, so basically we're looking for stocks. Their last price was $1 minimum to max $10. You can change that however you want. That's just what I like. I like between 1 and 10. We want volume for pre-market since it's lighter action. We want only 100,000 in volume to no max. For shares, this is the shares outstanding. Like I said, other scanners you can use float, but for this they don't have a parameter for float. So what I do is I just use uh, outstanding. I want max of 100,000, and then after getting these tickers, I'll just go to FinViz and look for the actual float. So we got the study is we want price change. We want the close to be at least 4% greater than 25 candles ago, and we want to include after hours. So this is the pre-market scanner. You'll go ahead and scan, get a bunch of tickers popping up. Of course, usually in the pre-market, there's only a couple popping up because only a couple will actually have that volume. Um, so yeah, throughout the day, I don't recommend using that scanner throughout the whole day, of course, because you'll get too many. And when you get too many stocks on your scanner, sometimes it distracts you from the actual plays that are moving right now because you're just checking so many tickers that you can't even focus on one, you know what I mean? So you just want to use that for pre-market to see what's going and what's going to be in the play for the opening bell. So besides that scanner, we have, after that we have market open. So I'm going to run pre-market scans from about 9 a.m. to 9:30 Eastern time. Once the market opens, I'm going to switch to market open. So basically you're going to see we have the same parameters. The only difference is we want 500,000 in volume minimum. And so we'll run that one. Again, you can see a lot of tickers. It's almost the end of the day right now for the market. So this has been running all day, so there's a good amount of tickers on here. So I'm going to run that scan from about the market opens, so about 9:30 a.m. to 9:45. Uh, I have the percent change. It goes in descending order. I'm not sure why this is popping up all randomly. Usually the biggest percent gainers are at the top and they go in descending orders, but I'm not sure why this is messed up right now, but usually it does do it how I set it to. But and then you can see I have alerts that pop up when a ticker is added to a different scanner or whichever scanner I'm using. So if I'm looking at my platform screen where I use E-Trade, I don't have to look over and see what's popping up. I can just get the alert. I don't have to constantly rescan. So the last scanner is nightly. I use this from about 9:45 a.m. on through the whole day in the market, and then I use this also at night to do my scans. It's basically the same parameters I need. I'm just looking for, again, the same things as the pre-market and market open scan. I just want a million shares at least. So go ahead and scan for that, and you can see what pops up. And yeah, the reason why I like using ThinkOrSwim scanners because, like I said, they're free, and I always, as long as I have these parameters, you can tweak them a little bit, but I always end up finding, the stocks that everybody else is trading, all the big momentum plays for the day. I always end up finding them. You really just don't need these big price scanners, um, especially when you're first starting out trading and you don't have that much money to put into it in general. So I highly recommend using ThinkOrSwim's free scanners. Of course, you can upgrade to a paid service when you built up a little capital, you have a little room to use it for luxury. Um, but in the meantime, this works really well. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. I know a lot of people struggle in the beginning trying to find a scanner to use that's reliable and not too costly. So for beginners, this is definitely the way to go. Um, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed.